His name was Tom Martinez. God rest his soul. He passed away about 12 years ago, but he taught me how to throw a football. And yeah, I had a little bit of talent, but I really had no idea what I was doing. But he saw this young aspiring athlete with a lot of drive and said, look, I'm going to help you out. Whenever you need help, you just call me up. And he coached women's softball, he coached women's basketball, and he coached men's football at one college. He's an amazing coach and mentor. I worked with him for 4 or 5 years to learn how to throw a football, day in and day out. That's what consumed me. I'd wake up in the mirror in the morning and I'd pretend like I was going to throw a pass, like I was going to throw a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl. And very fortunately, I had enough success in my high school career that I got recruited to college. And then I went to college and I was 7th on the depth chart starting college. You know, it wasn't like, oh, great, Tom Brady's here, go be the starting quarterback. No, there were 6 other people ahead of me at the time. And I had to work every day to earn the trust of my teammates, every day to wake up to say, okay, if this is what I want to do and this is what I want to accomplish, I've got to go earn the respect of my teammates and coaches every day in order to put me in a position where they trusted me to succeed. And even in those difficult moments in college, when I didn't necessarily always believe in myself, I had a mentor come into my life, a psychologist for our team. His name was Greg Harden. And he said, you know, rather than quitting and transferring to some other place where it might be easier for you, because those are thoughts that happen when you're 7th on the depth chart, why don't you stick it out here and look at this as one of the great opportunities in your life? All these challenges that you're facing, they're teaching you something. So learn from it. If you can't be the best out of these 6 guys you're competing against, how do you think you're going to go to the professional level and play? How do you think you're going to be a professional quarterback if you can't beat out the 6 guys at Michigan? And that was a great change in mindset for me. So then every day, even though they were my teammates, I competed really hard. I pushed them to succeed. They pushed me to succeed. Ultimately, my 4th and 5th year, I played pretty good. And I got a chance to come down. My last college game was in Miami at the Orange Bowl, one of the most memorable games of my college career. We played Alabama. It was a great game. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details, but it was very meaningful to me. I got drafted by the Patriots in the year 2000, and Bill Belichick was my mentor. You know, one of the great coaches in the history of the NFL. And he saw this young, hungry kid, the same one that Tom Martinez saw, the same one that my parents saw, the same one that Greg Harden saw. And he took me under his wing. And he had a lot of years of experience in the NFL. And he said, look, if you want to be a great quarterback, you've got to learn and do these things better. These are the things we're going to work on every year. And every year I tried to pick something out. In the year 2000, I wasn't this great physical specimen athlete that so many of these young guys are, that so many people, you know, they're not born, well, so they're born with great genetics, but then, you know, you've got to work hard to continue to develop those. And I worked with Bill Belichick, and I understood the game, and I still want to be good. In 2001, we had success, and we actually won the Super Bowl. It was kind of amazing for all of us. We weren't the ones that started out that year thinking we were going to win the Super Bowl, but we all put our collective hearts and minds and souls together, and we played as a team, and we ended up winning against a lot of odds.
So key, I would say, is your coaches throughout